Frank Serratore, you go up to Bemidji, you get a split. You get your first loss of the year, but you move up in the rankings. You called that last week.
Well, we got our first loss, but we also got a pretty big win on Saturday. We were bad on Friday, and I didn't know if we were bad or they were just that good. And it was a little bit scary because they took it to us. Bemidji dismantled us on Friday. And, I really didn't know, are we not that good, or are they that good? Are they that good? Are we that bad? It was a little scary. And I was sitting on pins and needles for about 24 hours. And then the next night, we came out and did to them what they did to us. And you usually don't see extremes like that with teams. And on Friday night, I'm going, if this is them and that's us, we ain't got no chance to beat these guys tomorrow. And thankfully, that wasn't the case. We elevated our game. I'm sure my brother doesn't think that they played as well on Saturday. But the bottom line is the best team won both nights. Bemidji won on Friday. We won on Saturday. And our non-conference record now is 4-1-1. And I don't know the rankings, the pollsters. I mean, that's a really subjective. But the RPI, as you and I and Parks discussed before, that's more objective. I mean, that's just data. And we're up high in the RPI because we've done well, and also our league has done pretty well so far. Sacred Hearts had a couple of big non-conference wins. AIC had a big one at Penn State. Niagara has had a non-conference win. Mercyhurst beat Ferris State. So our league is doing pretty good, and hopefully our league can continue to do well, because that's the biggest indicator in whether or not you're going to be able to be strong when you get into regular season play. Is if the teams within, if your league is rated strong, then the wins in your league are going to count that much more. And if your league isn't, then it works against you. And but at this point in time, things are going pretty good.
Back to Bemidji for a minute. Worked out pretty well for all the Serratores involved, because you get the win Saturday, your brother got the win Friday. Matt Serratore, his son, playing for you, gets a goal in both games. Was it a special weekend for all the Serratores?
Well, I mean, it worked out. I mean, it worked out for everybody. I would rather had it just work out for me, because I'm the oldest child, and I'm very selfish. My brother is the youngest boy in our family, so he's even more selfish than I am, and he would have liked to win on Saturday. But all in all, when we look back at this thing, not today, not tomorrow, not at the end of the year, but when I look back at this 10 years from now, it's probably going to say, oh, you know what, that was all right. But no, it did. Like it worked out. We had a big family reunion there, and everybody, I think, in the family liked the way it turned out. Each team won a game. Matt had a goal in each game and was arguably our best player.
Now you go into Atlantic hockey play this weekend. You go back on the East Coast against Canisius. Tell us what you're looking at going into the Golden Griffins.
Well, I mean, Canisius is a good team. They got good personnel. They've got just like Dylan McLaughlin's back. They've got some firepower up front. They have to replace their goaltender, but they've got guys that have been in their system that are going to step in, just like we've had Billy step in. And I talked to Derek Schooley about Canisius, and he was very complimentary about their team. And there's no question they've got some talent. They've got some speed and skill up front, and we're going to have to play. We're going to have to play two complete games. The biggest thing I told the guys, not to go back to the Bemidji series, but when we look at these series, we look at them as precursors or preps for the end of the year, because we're going to have to win a best of three series to be able to get back to Rochester and have a chance to win the playoff championship at the end of the year. And this series at Bemidji, we only gave ourselves a chance to win one of those two games. If we were up there, if that was the playoffs, we'd be playing a game three. And we wouldn't be playing a game three because two teams just battled nose to nose and one happened to win on Friday and one happened to win on Saturday. We'd be playing a game three because we only gave ourselves a chance to win one of the first two games. We've got to put that behind us. We got to be ready to put our best foot forward for both nights on every weekend the rest of the year.
All right, Frank, thanks for the time. Good luck this weekend.
You bet. Thank you.